Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. Hazleton area recently stepped up their coronavirus precautions to ensure the safety and welfare of everyone in its school district.
Parents and guardians were notified Monday by email, mailed letters, and automated phone calls from the district as a precaution against the new coronavirus or COVID-19. Superintendent Brian Uplinger said Hazleton area students who have left the country will have to wait 2 weeks and obtain a doctor's note before they can re-enter school, while also asking parents to avoid overseas travel if possible. With Hazleton area's large Latino and Hispanic student population, some do travel back and forth from locations like the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. Uplinger reassured that this is the district's way of trying to be proactive and not a result of any confirmed virus cases reported within the district.
We wanted to be more proactive than reactive because we don't always get that opportunity to be proactive. So here's a perfect opportunity for the district to be proactive and try to put a little bit of restriction in who's coming and who's going.
In the meantime, Uplinger said the district has been working out a plan to educate students in the event of a shutdown. 6 continents have been affected by the spread of the coronavirus since it was first detected in Wuhan in the Hubei province of China earlier this winter. Coronavirus symptoms include cough, fever, and breathing difficulties, causing the disease COVID-19. Experts say the virus spreads similar to the flu, but shows signs of taking an airborne route as well. So, the CDC recommends trying not to touch your face as much, disinfecting surfaces in your homes, washing your hands often, and covering your mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing. However, they do not recommend people to wear face masks if they are well, but instead save them for those either with the disease or caregivers of ill people.
Store shelves are being cleared globally of hand sanitizer after news of the virus has spread. WYLN's Phil Kaufman stopped down at Heights Terrace Pharmacy to find out what their shelves have looked like since and how their local business is being affected.
We visited the Heights Terrace Pharmacy and spoke with John Keegan regarding the coronavirus and the loss of shelf space from citizens buying up products such as hand sanitizer.
We're here about the coronavirus, where we're presently at with the amount of deaths, which is 27 presently today. I try to go on a website that monitors the entire world. We're a little over 4,000 deaths worldwide. And just to give some sage advice about washing your hands for at least 20 minutes. If you have to sneeze and you sneeze in a tissue, make sure it goes in a garbage and make sure you immediately wash your hands. Try to stay at least 6 feet from other people because it's transmitted through droplets, and that'll help you.
Mr. Keegan stated the virus seems to be affecting the elderly more, as well as men more than women.
Yeah, it hasn't really community spread here yet, but I have on back order, I have 99% isopropyl alcohol, so hopefully it'll get released to me. I have 24 bottles that I want to get in because you can make your own hand sanitizer using aloe vera gel and 99% isopropyl alcohol.
Keegan also suggested caution when using other methods in creating handmade sanitizer, such as utilizing vodka instead of isopropyl alcohol, because the alcohol percentage is not enough to kill the virus.
They'll tell you that you could use vodka, but the trouble with vodka is it's mostly 80 proof. So that's only 40% alcohol, and that's not enough to kill the virus, especially when it's diluted with the aloe vera gel.
Lastly, we asked Keegan for any advice for those in the community concerned about the outbreak.
Don't go crazy, don't hoard, because everybody is in this together. So just try to get what you think you need. I think there's a lot of panic out there that's unnecessary. We know it's a virus. We know, it's transmittable. So try to do some best practices. Again, washing your hand. Don't put your fingers in your eyes, your mouth, your nose, because again, that transmits it. And just try to do the things that we would recommend for the common flu.
Reporting from Heights Terrace Pharmacy, this is Philip Kaufman with WYLN News.
Thanks, Phil. A head-on collision sent 2 people to the hospital shortly after 7 Monday night. Two SUVs hit head-on at the intersection of Route 924 and South Broad Street in Hazleton. The victims were transported to an area hospital. At this time, there's no word on the extent of their injuries. The crash is still under investigation in Hazleton. A West Hazleton man was charged following a Sunday morning home invasion. Police responded to 60 East Jefferson Avenue around 3:40 a.m. A man that lived there said he heard a loud banging noise and found 37-year-old Martin Lopez Reyes sitting on a couch. Police took Lopez Reyes into custody and charged him with burglary and criminal trespass. He was denied bail because he didn't have proper identification. Police in Bloomsburg believe a recent rash of garage fires are indeed acts of arson. 3 fires took place between March 4th and 5th near East 8th and 9th Streets, Old Berwick Road, and Cherry Street. Police have increased patrols in the area to deter any future incidents from happening. All the structures were unoccupied at the times of the fires, and no injuries of any kind were reported. Authorities have collected evidence from the scenes, but have not named any suspects at this time. Residents are encouraged to keep an eye on their properties and report any suspicious activities to police immediately. A rescue took place at Glen Anoka Falls as 2 hikers lost their way. Fire crews from Jim Thorpe and Lucerne were called to the area around 7:30 p.m. Monday. Reports say 1 hiker slid down an embankment at the lower falls. The hikers told dispatch they wanted to find their own way out, but were advised to stay put because of the rough terrain. Emergency responders reached them around 9:30 p.m. and checked them for any injuries. Glen Anoka was permanently closed last spring because of numerous deaths and injuries occurring throughout the years. State police pulled over a driver speeding down Interstate 80 and found suspected drugs in the vehicle. A gray Acura operated by 59-year-old Ariel Diaz of Williamsport was stopped at mile marker 261 in Butler Township. Troopers found around 100 grams of cocaine in the center console. Diaz was arrested and charged with manufacture and delivery or possession with intent to deliver. Unable to post his $100,000 bail, he was taken straight to Luzerne County Prison. A former Wilkes-Barre police officer is set to stand trial next week on forcible rape charges. Robert Collins is accused of sexually assaulting 8 women while he was on duty. His defense stated there was a significant delay by the women reporting the alleged assaults, and the defense should be able to talk about the victim's history, but the prosecution is trying to block portions of the female victim's alleged criminal history. Judge David Lupus said that he would issue a ruling on the matter at a later date. Jury selection in the Robert Collins case is scheduled to begin March 17th. Coming up on WILN News, insurance coverage for COVID-19. Unfortunately, coronavirus canceled some events. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Clouds tomorrow and Thursday, and oh look, rain on Friday. No surprise, just like today. But look, sunshine this weekend. We'll be right back.
CARES is a local and family-owned agency dedicated to providing exceptional services for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities throughout Pennsylvania. CARES specializes in day and residential services, respite, home and community, behavior supports, and chaperone vacations. At CARES, the participants are the VIPs. Now contracting life-sharing and respite providers, CARES, empowering individuals to maximize their opportunities and potential in their community.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we'll be featuring on our show, Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo and his co-host, Alan Giannetti, welcome you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good food. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
Governor Tom Wolf announced that Pennsylvania's major health insurers are covering COVID-19 testing. WILN's Julie Stefanovich has the details.
Getting sick and having health coverage to cover costs is important to just about everyone. Governor Tom Wolf announced that all major health insurers providing comprehensive medical coverage in Pennsylvania will cover medically appropriate COVID-19 testing and treatment.
It is part of the Commonwealth's ongoing effort to mitigate the challenges we're facing because of the COVID-19 epidemic. Major health insurance companies, those providing comprehensive medical coverage in Pennsylvania, have agreed to cover the costs of diagnostic tests, and associated health care costs. And that's a really good thing for Pennsylvanians.
Testing helps the Commonwealth identify additional cases and increases resources to protect residents. As we've been hearing, there are also common sense approaches to prevent getting the illness.
But in the meantime, make sure that you're doing everything you can to stay safe. Wash your hands, cough into your sleeves when you cough. Don't touch your face when you can avoid doing that. And if you're sick, stay home from work or stay home. And don't infect other people. So just be safe, and let's make Pennsylvania safe.
Health insurers have committed to waive cost sharing for the test. Consumers with questions about their policy can contact their insurance company or the Pennsylvania Department of Health. Reporting for WILN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coronavirus concerns continue, leading to event cancellations across the Commonwealth. In our viewing area, the 2020 Northeast Regional Science Olympiad at Penn State Wilkes-Barre was canceled as a COVID-19 precaution. The event was supposed to happen Wednesday at the school's campus in Lehman Township, but will hopefully be rescheduled within the next 2 months. The Northeast Regional Science Olympiad draws more than 800 students from 14 counties in the region annually as a qualifier for the state competition, with the goal of advancing to the international level. The Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Plains Township also canceled 2 town hall meetings planned for this month. The first was originally Wednesday in Williamsport at the Trade and Transit Center 2 and March 25th at the Plains Township Hospital. They're continuing to monitor the evolving situation and hope to reschedule in the near future. In order to get a $1 million state grant, the Wilkes-Barre Area School Board approved temporary ownership transfer of their new high school site. Now, as of Monday, the Greater Wilkes-Barre Industrial Fund will own the site and return ownership to the school district after environmental remediation work's done. The district's building the new high school on a 78-acre former mining site between South Main and Maffitt Streets in Plains Township, merging GAR, Myers, and Coughlin for the next school year. The $121 million budgeted project site had concerns of elevated levels of arsenic and prior placement of coal ash on the site. However, Monday's reports of lab results show no detectable amount of hexavalent chromium, a carcinogen often found in coal ash. Coming up on Bear Creek Township's News Choice, we talk troopers with tattoos on this Trooper Talk Tuesday in Community and You. And despite virus concerns, local St. Paddy's Day parades still have the green light this weekend, so stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-through lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square. Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You'll meet Hannah, a seamstress, who's going to tell you how chiropractic care helped her to get back to sewing after a car accident. Her story this week. Join us.
Welcome to Trooper Talk Tuesday. With me is Pennsylvania State Police Trooper Anthony Petrosky from the Hazleton Station. And I understand, I can't tell because you have long sleeves.
Exactly.
Something new allowed for the state police.
Yes, not on me specifically.
No?
But there is a new tattoo policy.
Oh.
So this is the first major change in over 20 years.
Wow.
Basically, our old tattoo policy was if you had anything that would show if you wore a short sleeve shirt, either from your bicep down, on your hands, on your neck, on your face, you were automatically disqualified. Now that has changed, so you can have a tattoo as long as it doesn't show wearing this uniform.
Oh, okay.
So now you could have them on your forearms, on your biceps, and not get disqualified to become a state trooper.
But that also means then if you have them on your forearm, you have to wear the long sleeves.
You are wearing the long sleeves all year round, yes. And that's okay. A lot of people prefer the long sleeves all year round, and now we actually have a choice. So even though I don't have any tattoos that would show, if I would choose to wear the long sleeves all year round, I can.
What about, is this keeping in line with a lot of the military now? Because I know it's kind of the same.
You know what? Social dynamics have changed. You know, tattoos are more socially acceptable. And you have people in the military who are getting tattoos very frequently.
Right.
And they would make great troopers, but they were getting disqualified because they had tattoos. As long as, if you do have a tattoo that would be visible, it is going to go before a board, a discretionary board, to make sure it's nothing offensive, things like that. You still can't have anything offensive, anything like that, that would degrade the Pennsylvania State Police. As long as that's reviewed, you would be accepted.
When we talk about something like this, 20 years, that's quite a span of time before things would change. And then you mentioned the same thing with the shirts?
Yes.
Was it always long sleeve?
Well, within the past couple of years, the department changed over and said if you got on the state police when you were allowed to have tattoos on, we're going to have you wear long sleeves all year round. Well, now they've completely changed that and said now we're accepting individuals who have tattoos on their arms. You're not going to get disqualified over that. We want the right people wearing this uniform. We don't want somebody that would be a great trooper to get disqualified because of a tattoo.
Right.
So, you know, I think this is it's a good major change. It's the biggest change in the tattoo policy in about 20 years within our department.
While we're on the subject of selecting troopers, When does that happen, as far as if somebody is thinking about it maybe and they're wondering, well, do you have to take a test? When is that test? When do you decide? When do the classes start? Is there more than one a year? Give us a little bit of that information.
So the current testing cycle closes on March 17th. So, if you want to sign up and take the test, you have to do it by that date. But at any time throughout the year, if you wanted to take our test, it's easy now. You could sign up and you could take it whenever you want. It just won't get processed until they're accepting applicants to go into the academy. But it is a year-long process. It's very extensive. You have a written test, an oral interview, you have a physical fitness test, a background investigation, a polygraph test, which is a lie detector test. That is back in our process now. Then you have a psychological test. It's about a year-long process.
Just to get into
just
the
to
academy?
Get in. That's not accounting academy time. No.
Oh.
It's about a year-long process. This stuff takes time, and once you get accepted, you get a date for the academy, and then you go there, and it's about 6 months in our academy.
Months?
6 months.
Wow.
Full time, yes.
And when you're in Hershey?
You stay there.
At that whole time?
You could come home every other weekend as long as you pass all your qualifications, your examinations, things like that.
When people are thinking about this, I think part of the thing that you mentioned was the psychological aspect of it. Is that really difficult? Because I think a lot of people don't think about it.
Yeah, that's not so much difficult. That's kind of like standardized testing, that's put on through at our academy. A lot of people have problems with the background investigation because a trooper, a criminal investigator, gets assigned your background, and they look into everything you've ever done. There's a booklet that you fill out, and they want to make sure that you're telling the truth.
How far back?
Pretty far back.
Ooh.
Middle school, all employers, teachers, neighbors.
Oh my.
We want the right people wearing this uniform. So it's a very extensive background, which is followed up with a polygraph examination, which can be very intimidating.
I bet. Now, if someone is interested and they are now thinking, well, maybe this is for me, and now this has given me the go-ahead to try it, who do they get in touch with?
They can contact any recruiter within the Pennsylvania State Police, and all information can be found on patrooper.com.
All right. Trooper Talk Tuesday with Pennsylvania State Police Trooper Anthony Petrosky, who did not show us his tattoo this time.
I'm within regulations.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to check. We'll catch you back here again on WYLN.
When emergency strikes, trust your care to the all-new ER at Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. With a facility that's now twice the size. Experienced nurses who see you right away. A quick assessment process makes sure you get the care you need. Advanced technology on site. Safe, private treatment rooms, and a peace of mind that only this level of care can bring. When it matters most, trust your partner in emergency care. Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Tune in every Sunday night on WYLN from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for hard-hitting, high-flying, non-stop action as only Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling High Voltage can bring you. That's Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling every Sunday night on WYLN. I'll see you in the ring.
That WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
at 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media.
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
Irish enthusiasts, fear not. Both upcoming local St. Patrick's Day parades this weekend are still on track to happen, despite COVID-19 cancellations everywhere else. Northeastern PA officials aren't anticipating any cancellations at this time for both the Scranton and Wilkes-Barre parades. Both parade officials are aware of health concerns surrounding the virus and are asking all attendees to take proper precautions to ensure safe and enjoyable events. They recommend that people feeling sick should just stay home, while those in attendance should consider wearing gloves and using hand sanitizers. Porta potties with hand washing stations will also be available. But if you are sick and bummed out about missing the annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade, don't sweat it. We've got you covered. WILN is once again proud to bring you the parade live, thanks to Service Electric Cable TV and Communications of Wilkes-Barre. Join our Paula Degnan and Sue Henry as they announce the parade and speak with those hanging out watching or working the parade. The 40th annual Wilkes-Barre St. Patrick's Day Parade is this Sunday, March 15th, and kicks off at 2 p.m. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WILN News Facebook page. If you'd like to see an event promoted on our newscast, visit WILNTV.com to submit a request form. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WILN TV.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Have your Eventwood Whitetail graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return to a meal designed for you. Call Mike at 570-535-6123 for available group options.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in the Hometown Village Square. Attention, WILN viewers. WILN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WILN, we're your local network.